All right, it's Bill, and here's my thoughts on a 3-1 loss to the Florida Panthers. Florida Panthers team without Matthew Tkachuk, Sam Bennett, doesn't matter. This was a trip out to the woodshed. Have a little bit of that, and you're done. The Leafs had a chance to really lock down first place. Now, granted, I will say this. The game against Tampa means more, based on the points. So the game tomorrow means a lot more than this one did. So, but to get your ass handed to you in such a manner, welcome back Barkov. You know what welcome back Barkov means? Welcome back. What is it? Welcome back Cotter. Well, welcome back Barkov, because guess what happened? The Matthews line disappeared into ghosts. Just into ghosts. I guess Barkov shows up and the try effort for the Leafs first line, it goes to the gutter. Horrible. There was no effort. I've never seen such talented players disappear so quickly. Nyes tried. Nyes drew a penalty. There was the one opportunity where Seth Jones screwed up and Marner threw it out to Matthews, and it was a save by Bobrovsky. But other than that, this line got dominated by the Barkov line. And to make matters worse, the second line with Johnny Day was absolutely dominated by the Lundell line. And then you got Listerine. I think the last time I went into the brushed my teeth, I grabbed some Listerine and gave it a little bit of a little brush. How do I speak about the Domi line? That was pathetic. The best line the Leafs had was the fourth line. Best line the Leafs had was the fourth line. Wow, actually the best Leaf player was Wall, followed closely by Tanev and Ekman Larson. Guys that have actually, been in the, done stuff, actually try. The other ones. Really? That's a really bad night. Poor Carlo having to play with that really character. Well, really did get an assist. Too bad it was for the wrong team. Again, this is just an absolute domination. At no point, the fact that it was 1-1 at one point was and the fact that they could have made it 2-2 with Matthews on a horrible play by Seth Jones is just because Wall stood on his head. What a butt kicking. This is why the Leafs don't. This isn't even playoff hockey, folks. It's not even playoff hockey. And Marner went into his little Mitchy Boy Tano. He got his little figure skates out, and he just decided to stay in the corner and do his triple lutz, axle cow, show cows, or kotows, or whatever the hell they call it. Matthews just skated around. Nyes tried. Nylander tried to do a couple things. Johnny T with a goal. Pretty much Johnny T -2 tonight. You want to know he's -2? He scored a goal, right? Guess how many goals he was on for the other team? Yeah, that's 3. Really? That's 3. 3 for the really character. You're Scotty too, right, apart. This piece of garbage. Now, I'm going to say something here. I went into how I was positive before. If you asked me a player on the 92-93 team that I didn't like, I couldn't name one. I like them all. I love the 6 defense. I'm trying to think. I wasn't a big Mike Krushelnyski fan, okay? I wasn't a big Mike Krushelnyski fan. Wasn't. I wasn't a big Mike Foligno fan, even when he was jumping up with a toilet bowl on his head. I wasn't a big fan. You go to the 1989, I never was a Sundin fan. I apologize. Never was a Sundin fan. But there was Jonas Hoagland used to drive me crazy. Ake Berg used to drive me nuts. There used to be a guy, Martin Marincin. I absolutely detested that man. David Clarkson, absolutely detested. I'm trying to think of other ones that I absolutely detest. Chris Kotsopoulos, but I was young. I thought that guy was the worst player ever. I'm sorry, but I think Scotty Too Rotten might have the most hatred of all. Like, he's what, 15 games? This guy is just a dumpster fire. Your Scotty Too Rotten report. Well, you're going to be surprised by it. 0, 0, 0, 0. Apparently, had one shot on net. Show it to me. 0. Okay. I used to give you the Ryan Reeves report, and I didn't like Ryan Reeves. Now, here's the reason why I didn't like Ryan Reeves. You paid $1.3 million guy for a bicep kissing, no fighting. I'm gonna kick everyone's butt in the NHL and then do none of it. Talk and don't do. Talk, don't do. That's why I detest Ryan Reeves. Is he even playing on the Marlies? Who cares? We're gonna have a memorial. Well, apparently he wears great Halloween costume, and he's a team builder. This is a real team builder. Okay, perfect. But he cost you nothing in terms of assets. They pay $1.3 million for an absolute bum who thinks he's tough, and he talks tough, but he doesn't show it on the ice. At least he didn't show it with the Leafs. He might have showed it early in his career. He certainly didn't do anything with the Leafs. But this guy, Scotty Rotten, cost the Leafs Valerie Grabenkin. Cost us. It's not, no assets that went out the door for this bum. Grabenkin and a first-round pick. And I'm going to make sure, because I can get pretty caught up in these things, who that first-round pick is going to be. This may be, hey, I know the John Kordic for Courtnall trade. I was there. I know the Toskala trade. I know the what was the guy? Lee Stepniak for Alex Steen. I know it all. This may go down as the worst trade ever. Because that guy does absolutely nothing on the ice. Absolutely nothing. The Domi, Yarncak, Lawton line, I don't believe was even in the right zone. I think they were in the defensive zone the entire time. There was just, again, a shift at the end of the second period. Just watch it. Scotty Rotten doesn't get a puck. He doesn't win draws. He doesn't kill penalties very good. And we're supposed to have upgraded from Domi with the trade. We're supposed to have upgraded our third-line center position. This prick is so bad, we still... Guess who our third-line center is? Take a wild stab at who the third-line center is. Yeah, that's Mini Domi out there. The guy who can't play center. Domi can play wing. He can't play center. But Lawton's so bad, we still have third-line center. And his name is Mini Domi. I'm going to ask a serious question to everyone. If Pacioretty and Kampf come back, who do you take out of the lineup? Who do you take out of the lineup? Your GM, coach, who do you take out of the lineup? Well, Nick Robertson's got to go. He can't play defense. Although that little breakaway that they blamed him for, that was Domi and really being way up into the play that caused that breakaway where Marchand got robbed by Wall. You can blame Nick Robertson all you want. It's a horrible pass by Mini Domi. And where's the defenseman? Oh, yeah, it's really. He's in the left. He's going into the corner, the offensive corner. Oopsie poopsie. But go back to the question. Who are you sitting down? So, okay, you're going to sit down Nick Robertson. Who's next? The guy we gave up a first-round pick into Grabenkin for. There's no way that this guy should be playing hockey if, and I can't even believe I'm saying this, if Max Pacioretty and David Kampf are back in, you have to yank this Scotty Rotten out of the lineup. And we got one more year of this guy. Honestly, you watch the game. Tell me what he did. Tell me what he did. He got some guy went into was 25, Skaraganovich or something like that. What was his name? Samoskevich goes and hits him. I don't even know why he hit him. He went and hit him. It looked like he maybe rumped into his elbow. And what did Scotty Too Rotten do? He just kind of went away from it. Oh. Where's the ref? I'll go find the ref. Honestly, folks, this guy is an absolute, honestly, you have to put him in the press box. We traded a first-round pick and Grabankin for a guy who's going to be sitting in the press box come playoff time. Think about that for just 1 second. And tell me why Troubling Ding 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 has a job. And I'm going to guess Troubling Ding 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 to make that trade. There was another guy, an Irish guy, who... Irish guy thinks he's really fantastic, thinks he's a genius. Not one. Wasn't a bad power forward. And then he gets a team that's full of non-power forwards. Built in his image, I guess, right? Maybe Matt Nyes might be the closest one to it. So Matt Nyes, a couple defensemen, Tanev and Ekman Larson showed up. The rest were awful tonight. Well, Wall was great. The rest was awful tonight. And now they sit with Tampa Bay, able to get to within 2 points with the game in hand. And they play Tampa Bay tomorrow. It's a big game. They have to win it. Maybe if they don't have to go up against Barkov. The Leafs seem to play Tampa Bay good. I don't know why, but they seem to play Tampa Bay good. Friggin' Barkov shows up on the ice and 3 ballerinas go for a walk. Go hide in the corner. Like that, you ever seen that movie, Blair Witch Project? They're sitting in the corner looking at the wall. Just go hide. I don't know what else to say. Oh, your Morgan Really report. Maybe I'll give a Really report. Here, let me give you the Really report. I know the Really report says 000 -2. But really, it should say 0-1-1 -2, because in the second goal, he put it right on the stick. Now, did they say that was an unassisted goal? Yeah, Eto Listerinen. They said it was unassisted. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. That was a damn nice assist by by Morgan Really. And I'd also like to say the Nylander, right? So Nylander did something. Did you see Nylander on the first goal? He did everything possible to avoid getting in front of that puck. The draw was lost. I don't know. Whatever. What am I going to You know what? I'm not a Johnny Tay fan. No Johnny Tay fan here today. Can't skate. Gets used by good teams. Yeah, he scored a goal, Bill. Yeah. I know he scored a goal. Nice shot. Went off the other team's stick and in the net. Perfect. He scored a goal. Good for him. By the way, he's -2, so that tells you how good his rest of his game was. Right? So if he scored 1 goal and the other team scored 3 goals, and the 3 -1 is -2, he was on the ice for all goals tonight. But I'm not going to blame Johnny T on the draw. Lose a draw once in a while. How the hell did Nylander go? He did this. He was like posing. He was like he's like doing like a dance. Like they put like the horrible songs on at the bar, and the guy's like, he's like doing what did they call it? Is it like the chainsaw or no? It was the sprinkler. He's doing the sprinkler. He's just doing this. Goes out with one hand. How can I get as far away from the puck? I'm doing my little GQ pose. It's awful. Name a playoff team where it goes out to the point. And the winger going out to the point takes the longest route to get there, and then makes sure there's no chance, no possible way that puck could hit him. If this guy shanked it like I shanked some of my drives, still wouldn't have hit him. Little sprinkler. They play Tampa Bay tomorrow. Let's see how they do. That's the bigger game. They need to win that if we want to get a chance to play or get in first place.